Temperature Regulation by Kari Hone. The climate changes and nature regulates the internal temperature of its species. Not playing the part of the host, you will discover that you are the guest. If you do not know what cannot be done, you will accomplish great things. There are times when you may be faced with insurmountable difficulty or feel tested beyond your limits. Yet, being pushed beyond your capacity or comfort zone allows you to discover what you are capable of, even if you thought it was impossible. In many ways, you are the guest of a greater unfolding. Only when you attempt to play the part of the host do you sense a type of tug-of-war with life. The way that nature regulates temperature can inspire you with the knowledge of how experience shapes your growth so that you are never left out in the cold. Events orchestrate changes within, and every creature is profoundly connected to experience to activate its growth. No matter what goes on around you, nature endows you with internal mechanisms to respond to the challenge. Life has always been committed to the growth and well-being of its creatures. Experience activates internal mechanisms, and we see this in the way nature regulates the internal temperature of its species. As the outside temperature increases, blood flows through a rabbit's ears to release heat, while feathers regulate temperature for birds. Birds descended from reptiles and developed a more evolved way of regulating temperature. Reptiles still depend on the sun and shade for heating and cooling. Birds are an excellent example of how nature leads us through evolutionary growth by changing what goes on inside of us. Yet the changes that happen in here are orchestrated by what happens out there. When you meet difficult experiences, you may be quick to see only the disappointment or sorrow. Yet observe how thunder comes before you see the actual lightning or illumination. Recognize how one thing, sound, can travel faster than another, vision. Understanding phenomena can be confusing because the whole story can come to you at different speeds. Loss can have a beneficial purpose even while it is not yet understood. In many ways, crisis returns you to the present to illuminate how real fulfillment can only happen when you remain open to experience. To trust in the unseen, not yet manifested, is the same as knowing that at the end of each dark night, the sun remains just below the horizon. You can pass judgment too quickly and fail to see how life works to keep you supple and responsive. Nothing that happens in nature can be classified as bad. Observing the evolutionary power of life, it always leads you exactly where you need to be. You shiver when cold and sweat when hot. You do nothing, and nature takes care of your needs. Nature endowed you with anatomical responses to meet the challenges of a changing environment. You might also trust that whatever feelings are being activated within you will lead to greater wellness. Nature teaches that when you do not know what cannot be done, you will accomplish great things.